Hey everyone, I'm Freddy Fazbear, and I'm going to be reacting to some more Dark Deception stuff because I'm really interested in this game. I'm going to be reacting to this music that they just released recently. It's called Joy Joy Diddy, which I assume is it's music for the Joy Joy mascots, which I'm really interested in them since they're animatronics like me. Oh, there's the rabbit, Lucky, right there. Oh, okay.
Just open up your eyes and imagine you're surprised that this is everybody's happy place. Oh, you know, boy, it's time to meet the Joy Joy gang who puts a smile on everybody's face. Just open up your eyes and imagine you're surprised that this is everybody's happy place.
That was very interesting. Wait. Hey, Freddy? Yes, they released another kind of music. Really? Yeah, recently. Oh, okay. It's called Only the Joyful. Oh, sounds creepy. Yeah, I'm gonna leave now so you can react to this. Okay. Sounds like a creepy version of what they sang. But except it's not. It sounds like a part of the music they used in the trailer for them. If you guys haven't seen that reaction, you should. The reaction video of the Dark Deception stuff, yeah. I reacted to all the trailers. I assume is when you go in their place, when you're trying to get away from them, this is the music that they're going to be playing. Yes. Okay, that was quite interesting. Now I'm going to be reacting to some of their devlogs. So yeah, let me just search the devlogs up. First is devlog 1.
Hello! Hi everyone, my name is Vince, and I'm the creator of Dark Deception. So I wanted to kind of do a quick introductory video today, as
Vince Living.
hopefully the first
he's the creator of
kind
Dark
of ongoing
Deception.
video journey all the way to E3 and beyond to the release of the game. to kind of give you guys a look at the game in development, to see where it's at, and kind of get a feel for what we're trying to accomplish. I know I haven't shown really much of the game since 2014 when we originally put out the Monkey and Hotel demo.
Yes.
That game was built in Unity, and we actually released 2 levels for that, one of which most people have played, which was the hotel. And then another one which
I'm going to close the curtains real quick, so... Okay, let's get back to it.
School level, which only one person ever got to play. And her name was Kira Comrade. She was a YouTuber friend. That level has pretty much been destroyed, and the game is very, very different from that Unity build. So I'm working on the game with Nixon now, the guy who created the fan...
Okay, let's get back to this.
Game Joy of Creation story mode.
Yeah, that's what Nixon
and we're
made.
completely rebuilding the game in Unreal Engine.
Yeah, Nixon's helping remake.
And I'm going to kind of
try to make the game in Unreal Engine. Yeah, he's doing that.
So if you'd like to be part of that journey and get a peek at what's going on, go ahead and subscribe to the Glowstick Entertainment channel and give this video a like to show your support. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay. Wait, but there's like 30 seconds left. In this devlog, do you really just leave 30 seconds without anything? Okay, let's go to devlog number 2, and I'll get back to it when I turn on that devlog.
Hello, everyone.
Yes.
Welcome back. This is Vince again, and it's time for video number 2.
Yes.
You know, one thing I've been thinking about more and more lately, and I might be getting ahead of myself a little bit here, but, you know, who cares, is that I'd like to sit down with other indie teams that are also doing horror games and basically just see what they're up to and what they're trying to create. But, you know, one thing at a time. That's something I'll get to eventually. I just want to kind of share the idea with you now and see what you guys think. So anyway, today, though, we're going to be looking at the new Dark Deception, especially the new hotel level. Ooh. However, I want to take a moment just to say thank you to everyone who's been with me this entire way. Okay. Dark Deception has been a much longer journey than it was ever supposed to be. Some of that is my fault, some of it isn't. I'm going to explain what I mean right now, so get your snacks and popcorn ready, because here's a little backstory. One thing I get asked a lot by other developers that's never really addressed much at conferences like GDC or at E3 is what to do when you start a business with the wrong partner. They say that business is like a marriage, and you need to know who you're getting into bed with. Get into bed with the wrong person, and you could wind up with herpes or some other crazy STD.
Okay.
Business is the same way. That might sound like simple common sense, but like dating, it's never that simple. So what do you do when your business partner turns out to be the wrong person and they own 30 to 50% of your company? How do you recover from that? Well, I know plenty of guys who didn't. They weren't able to reach an agreement with their partner, and the companies were liquidated as a result. In my case, I was lucky. I started Glowstick Games in October of 2013. I had just one business partner, and we split the cost of the company equally. He'll remain nameless at this time. Just a few months later, on March 14, 2014, we released our first online build of Dark Deception. Even though it was a very basic one-level Unity demo, it didn't take long for it to go viral, reaching top YouTubers such as Markiplier and PewDiePie. After that, we traveled around to some conventions, we won a couple of awards, we were greenlit on Steam, and publishers started contacting us. Long story short, we wound up signing with Bandai Namco. Now, all of that happened over the course of 2014 and 2015. The agreement was finalized in mid-2015. Now, this is where the problem came in, and one of the main reasons why Dark Deception has been delayed as long as it has been. A couple weeks after signing the agreement with Bandai Namco, my partner decided he didn't want to make games anymore.
Oh, come on, no. You can't have that.
He was also the lead programmer on Dark Deception at the time, and I was completely blindsided by his decision. The silver lining, though, was that he cared so little for the future of the company that I had no problem getting the shares back from him. If not for that, Glowstick Games would have gone under, and Dark Deception would have had no chance of ever being made. That was the unfortunate fate of several of my developer friends. That's not to say it didn't affect me at all. It actually set me back over a year, as I had to secure enough funding to hire another programmer, now that I didn't have a programming partner. However, I'm no quitter, and persistence pays off. 2016, I became one of the first companies in the HTC Vivex Accelerator. I closed Glowstick Games and created a new company, Glowstick Entertainment.
Oh,
In 2017, Dark Deception development started back up, and I met Nixon online not long after that. So that's all of the backstory. Now you know everything. Now, I'm not telling this story to rag on my previous partner. This is more of a cautionary tale for other indie devs and anyone else thinking of starting their own business.
Okay.
It's also not an excuse for why Dark Deception took so long.
Okay.
More of an explanation for how it's taken this long. Or rather, a partial explanation. While I've never slacked off, I'm sure there's more I could have done. But enough of that drama. Let's get to what you guys are really here for. Getting a look at the new Dark Deception. Oh boy, where to start? Well, like I said, we're going to start with the hotel. Something everyone's familiar with. It's the same hotel design, but a lot has changed. Let me break it down for you guys. So, the level's bigger, the enemies are far more aggressive, there's a much deeper story in place now.
Oh.
We have more bonuses and power-ups, we have a nightmare mode for enemies, there are cinematic events with Hollywood-quality voice acting, enemy kill animations, and all new rewards for getting the highest grade level possible in each level. Dark Deception's also VR compatible, which, is amazing for jump scares. Also, the original inspiration for the monkey and the hotel was a movie from my childhood called Monkey Shines. Now, I wanted to see this movie so badly as a kid. I mean, it looked so awesome. It had the most evil-looking toy monkey on the cover, holding a bloody razor blade. I thought it was going to be about a demonic toy monkey running around killing people with knives. Except it wasn't. Spoiler alert, it was about a real helper monkey that turns bad. So I sought out to create the Monkey Shines movie that I always wanted, but never happened.
Oh, okay.
In fact, you'll see a lot of that in Dark Deception. Pretty much every level pays homage to some aspect of horror cinema. Really, it's my way of saying thank you to the previous creators whose horror movies entertained me so much as a kid. Even the B-movies, which oftentimes were my favorite.
Okay.
I mean, look at Evil Dead and Dead Alive.
Okay.
And as I mentioned before, the game has been completely rebuilt in Unreal Engine, which makes a world of a difference.
Okay.
While there's no love lost for Unity, I just absolutely love Unreal's lighting and particle systems.
Okay.
And I've been able to get some amazing results with them with Dark Deception so far. Hopefully after watching all this footage you feel the same way, even though what's being shown here is footage from the pre-alpha version. And that's where I'll leave off. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this second video. I'll see you again in the third video where I'll be giving you a look at the school.
Okay. Devlog number 3.
Hello, everybody. It's time for another Dark Deception devlog. Number 3. And before we begin, I'm going to go ahead and address the elephant in the room. A question I've been asked quite frequently for the past few months. Why did devlog 3 take so long? Well, to answer that question honestly, it's because Chapter 1 took a long time. When you start off development on a game, usually the first levels, the first segments of the game design take a really long time to do because you don't have a pipeline in place yet.
Okay.
You don't have the assets built. You don't have that backlog of usable assets to kind of put things together quickly. And unless you're one of those teams that goes and buys a lot of assets off stores to reduce the time cost of building those assets, it just takes a long time. And the good news is, as you progress through game development, the time is reduced because you do build a backlog of assets and materials and animation that you can reuse to basically, make the level build faster, which helps you get those additional chapters out faster as well. You also get a better feel for the workflow. So that's pretty much the reason why devlog 3 was delayed as long as it was. The other reason is because the way I'm doing these devlogs is that I want to do one devlog per level. The devlog will cover the entire level. So if the level's not complete yet, or if it's still in progress, I may not have enough content available to create the next devlog. So that was the case with the school since I was so focused on getting Chapter 1 out in the best form possible that development on the school was slowed down a bit, which also slowed down this devlog. And if any of you follow me or follow Glowstick's devlog on GameJolt or our Twitter page or our Instagram page, you also may have seen that this past September I went to Tokyo for a Tokyo Game Show. That was really interesting because that was actually my first time in Tokyo and my first time ever attending Tokyo Game Show. And to top it off, it was also my first time meeting Nixon in person. That's right, he flew out there all the way to Japan from where he lives, which is very far away. I won't say where he's from, but he flew all the way to Tokyo and met me there. We went to the show together and hosted a booth there. And we met a lot of amazing indie teams from other countries. We met a lot of amazing gamers from all over the world. It really was an awesome event. We also got to check out Akihabara and some of the areas of Tokyo, which was a blast. We definitely got lost in the Tokyo metro system. That was a bit of a learning curve for us, given that where we come from, the metro systems are a little bit simpler. But yeah, overall, it was a really amazing experience. It was really good for Dark Deception, and we launched, well, we were featured during Tokyo Game Show by Steam, and then we launched immediately after that. And so far, the game has done amazingly well, way beyond our expectations. In less than 7 weeks, it's already shipped almost over 100,000 units on Steam alone. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for supporting our silly little horror game. It's been an amazing journey so far, and I can't wait to get through the next 4 chapters to get this game wrapped by next E3 is what we're targeting, to have all 5 chapters done, pretty much June 2019.
Okay, moving along. Let's get to what you guys are really here for. Nope. Not that. This. Yep, the school. As you might remember, we built a demo of
I heard that girl's called Agatha.
2014.
Yeah.
Fortunately, only one person got to try it out, and I say fortunately because it was a broken mess. As many of you have seen in Kira's video, Agatha's AI was impossible. You could try running away, but no matter what you did, she would catch you. That said, it wasn't the best gameplay experience to release. So I flushed it down the toilet where it belonged and started over. So what about the new school? Well, where to start with that? How about Agatha? That's right, Agatha's coming back. I guess the first thing to talk about would be her AI. So if you remember the old demo, her AI was broken, impossible, overpowered. It was everywhere, and you just couldn't get away from it. And she didn't really have like a set movement pattern. She just kind of glitched around and jumped in front of the player. Now, she's a bit different. So if you played the first level, the hotel, the monkeys are a very different AI type. The monkeys were mindless animatronics. Their AI focused more around relentless pursuit. So that was the theme with the monkeys, was that we wanted them to give the feeling of relentless pursuit, which actually drove a feeling of anxiety in a lot of players. With Agatha, it's very different, and it's going to be that way with a lot of the levels, is every enemy is going to offer a different experience, which will require the player to kind of adjust their tactics in order to survive and get through the level and accomplish the task. Agatha's theme is more cat and mouse. So while Agatha will not always relentlessly pursue you, she will relentlessly search for you and torment you. And that is really what Agatha's AI is designed to do in the school level. I think generally one of the key differences being that, Dark Deception is not Outlast. There are no beds for you to hide under. There's no closets for you to crawl into to avoid the enemy's detection. You're still in a maze, and you have to constantly keep moving forward to survive. Because in Dark Deception, sitting still for too long is essentially death. Like the monkey, Agatha also has her own custom kill animations that you'll see each time you die. And also, as you progress through the level, Agatha's AI will increase in difficulty as well. Another really cool thing to note about Agatha is that we've hired Kat Cressida to come in and do the voice for her. If any of you are fans of animation like I am, then you probably know her from Dexter's Laboratory and Archer. It really is impossible for me to say enough about how phenomenally talented she is. I mean, just listen to this.
What's the matter? Not having fun yet? I found you.
Oh, that's creepy.
Wow. Yeah, you guys, that's freaking Dee Dee. That's just awesome.
Dee Dee from Dexter's Lab,
Probably one of the greatest highlights of developing
FNAF.
Dark Deception over the last couple of years has been working with the extreme voice talent that I've been able to work with. I never thought I'd have Carolyn Seymour, Kat Cressida, and Christopher Corey Smith doing the voices for my game. So while becoming a SAG-AFTRA project in order to work with that talent was extremely costly and a bit of a pain, it was definitely worth it. Lastly, that brings us to the school. While there still are some legacy assets being reused from the 2014 Unity build of the school level, most of the school has been redesigned and built from scratch. Also, a big difference is the size of the map itself. Compared to the hotel level, the school almost doubles the size of the maze layout. It's also the first map to introduce zones, so no longer will all the shards be contained in one maze. Soul shards are now divided amongst multiple zones in each nightmare, and the player will have to collect all shards in each zone to progress to the next zone. Only by collecting all soul shards in all zones will the player be able to break the barrier and collect the ring piece. Okay, so another new mechanic being introduced in the school level is powers. As the levels progress and become larger and the enemies more complex, you'll definitely need powers to survive. Without them, you basically have no chance. The powers in Dark Deception are gained from collecting each of the ring pieces. Essentially, each time you collect a ring piece, Fierce will help you unlock the power contained within. In addition, soul shards enable you to level up. Each time you level up, you gain a skill point. Skill points are basically the currency required to level up each of the powers that you unlock. There really isn't a right way to level up your powers, so it's entirely up to you how you want to do that. And that's where a little bit of the strategy comes in, because as you go on, once you collect and unlock all of the powers, you'll be able to use them and shuffle between them during gameplay however you want.
Okay.
So if you find yourself using one power more than the other, you can level that one up to its max level. Again, that's entirely up to you. There is no right or wrong approach to this. It really comes down to your style of gameplay and which power you excel with. Okay, and that's a wrap for this devlog. I think this is a good stopping point. Next time in devlog 4, I'm going to be talking about the manor level.
Okay.
So stay tuned. Thanks for listening. And if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Okay.
I really appreciate you
Go to
guys
the next
following along
devlog.
with these devlogs. Hello, everybody. Get your snacks ready, pull up a chair, and get comfortable.
Okay.
Because it's time for another devlog.
After this, I'm going to end the video.
If you follow us on social media, you may have
Then
seen
I'll
over the
have
past
to
few weeks that our
record
team of 3
another
is working
one.
extremely hard to get Dark Deception Chapter 2 out in the best shape possible. This has caused the game to be delayed a couple weeks from its original release date of January 4th. Most of Dark Deception's followers have been extremely understanding and supportive, but for those who haven't, delays are not meant to betray our fans. They are there to make sure that we deliver the best game possible. A high-quality game that is not rushed to release and is worthy of our fans' hard-earned money. So from myself, Nixon, and Penn, that is our promise to you all, is that we will never release any chapter of Dark Deception half-baked just to get it out faster. That said, and since I need to get back to work, let's get right to the chase. Level 3, the Manor. The Manor level is interesting for a number of reasons. It's the first level that takes the player out of the confines of interior hallways and out into an exterior world environment.
Okay.
This gives the player a lot more freedom and room to maneuver, but they'll also have to pay a lot more attention to their surroundings, as now enemies have a lot more directions to come at them from. Thankfully, players will have a new power to help them evade incoming threats. The teleportability. Defeating enemies and taking their ring piece is the key to unlocking some of their abilities for your use. The teleportability can be used while stationary, but it can also be combined with speed boost to use it while running. The choice is yours. The next item unique about the Manor level is that it's the first level to officially introduce traps.
Okay.
I've been saying for a while that the enemies in Dark Deception are not the only threats, and that eventually the mazes themselves would become an additional threat. Well, that time is now, and the Manor level is the first level where you'll get to get a taste of this.
Okay.
Some traps are hidden, some are visible, some are timed, and some are triggered. Throughout the game, you'll encounter many different types of traps, and they offer unique death animations just as the enemies do. One last thing to note about traps is that they are different than hazards. Now, later on, there will be environment hazards as well, and that may involve things like holes in the ground or pits, which are natural hazards, whereas traps are not. Next up is the star of the Manor level, the Gold Watchers. Who are these guys? Well, I'm not going to tell you a ton about them. I do want to leave some surprises for the game, and I'm not going to give too much info about their tactics and what you have to do to succeed against them. However, I will share that their AI is based on the traditional red light, green light enemy logic. This is an enemy AI that has been used since the early days of Mario when Boo the Ghost used it. If for some reason you've never played a Mario game, either because you're too young or you just now got into video games, stop watching this video and go play a Mario game. Boo the Ghost basically only moves and attacks when you're not looking at him. When you turn around and look at him, he stops moving and will not attack.
Jack-a-Trap has been playing a lot of Mario Maker 2, and
there may even be older examples.
And I actually seen him play
that I can think of.
Some
now that might sound pretty
people made levels
generic,
with Boos.
I can promise you this: as of right this moment, the Gold Watchers are the most aggressive enemy in Dark Deception. If you thought the monkeys were hard, I wish you luck against these guys. Like the monkeys, they like to bring their buddies out and hunt you in numbers. As with Agatha and the monkeys, the Watchers also have their own unique kill animations that you'll see each time you die.
Okay.
Like Agatha, the Gold Watchers are also voiced by a professional voice actor. This time it's Christopher Corey Smith, who is also the voice of Malik. Christopher Corey Smith is an extremely talented voice actor who's been working in the industry for years. You might know him as the Joker from 2013's Lego Batman the movie. More recently, he was in Mega Man 11 as Chairman and Acid Man. In addition to doing amazing character voices, he also does some pretty awesome creatures as well, as you'll hear in this example with the Watchers.
Psst, over there.
Now, since some people die a lot more than others, you'll be happy to know that we've added a new feature called Last Checkpoint. What is Last Checkpoint? Exactly what it says it is. Now, instead of having to restart the entire level when you die, you'll be able to restart at the last zone checkpoint reached with a full set of lives. This will make it easier to progress through the main story and complete the game. However, it does come at a cost. Using Last Checkpoint will make the game easier, but it will also be impossible to achieve S rank if you use it. So if you botch a level, your only choice to achieve S rank will be to restart. It's basically a convenience option for players who want to progress through the story faster and don't care about achieving the S rank. Some people may complain about this, but S rank is still something that has to be earned. There are no shortcuts, and the challenge must be faced.
Yes, I'll tell Jack-a-Trap that.
Screenshots of the manor exterior.
I will play Dark Deception with him.
Where is the actual manor? Well, there is an actual manor
once it comes
in the
out on
level,
the Switch.
but I do want to save some surprises for the release, and as a result, I'm not going to dig into that too much. But long story short, yes. I will say that the manor takes you back indoors, and there are plenty of secrets to be found in its halls. There will be a lot of different challenges here, and you really have to focus and pay attention to your surroundings. If you want to have any chance at surviving, or even getting an S rank, you really have to remember that. Players that focus too much on their map may not do very well here. Okay, that's where I'll leave off for devlog number 4. If you enjoyed watching the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Devlog number 5 is coming up next, and that will be for the first level of Chapter 3. Lastly, I want to end this devlog with this call to action.
Okay.
If you believe in Dark Deception, our team, and the quality of our work, we need your support. Chapter 2 is vital to the long-term success of Dark Deception. Any level of success with Chapter 2 will give us the funding we need to get all of the remaining chapters out far quicker. Up to this point, Penn and I work full-time in the film and game industry. This means that we are constantly crunching on projects at our work. We've never been able to devote ourselves full-time to Dark Deception. That's been